listen to this. The Jews answered him, saying, we do not stone you concerning a good work, but concerning blasphemy, because you, being a son of man, make yourself Elohim. Very clearly, Yahshua wasn't hiding the fact. He wasn't hiding the fact that he claimed to be Elohim. When he talked to Peter in Caesarea Philippi, and Peter said, when he said, whom do men say that I am? You are the Messiah, the Son of the living Elohim. And what was Yeshua's answer? Flesh and blood did not reveal this to you, Simon, but my Father in heaven did. Clearly, Yeshua himself claimed that he was the Messiah, he was the Son of Yahweh, and he was Elohim. No doubt about it. Okay, let's go over a few scriptures now showing, though, that clearly Yeshua was not the Father, though. That the Father and the Son are different. John 5 and verse 22. John 5 and verse 22. For the Father judges no one, but has given all judgment to the Son. How could they be the same person? If they're the same person, then it doesn't make sense. It's fictitious. So that all may honor the Son, even as they honor the Father. The one not honoring the Son does not honor the Father who has sent him. So again, clearly two separate beings. For the Father judges no one, but has given all judgment to the Son. Mark 13 and verse 29. Mark 13 and verse 29. Mark 13 and verse 29. So you also, when you see these things happening, know that it is near, even at the door. This again, the Olivet prophecy from the book of Mark. Truly I say to you, not at all will this generation pass away until all these things occur. The heaven and the earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away, never. But concerning that day and hour, no one knows, not the angels, those in heaven, nor the Son, except the Father. How can they be the same being? He's saying not even the Son knows, only the Father knows that day and hour. Clearly, it's showing they're not the same being. I mean, Matthew 26 and verse 39, you don't have to go there, but what does it say? That's when Yeshua is praying in the Garden of Gethsemane. And he says, Father, not my will be done, but your will be done. Clearly showing two different beings, two different wills, but the same Spirit, one Spirit. And again, if Yeshua and Yahweh are the same being, who raised Yeshua from the dead? If Yeshua and Yahweh are the same being, who raised Yeshua from the dead? When Yeshua said, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, my El, why have you favored me to be here? Is he speaking to himself? Clearly, you could see in the New Testament and the Old Testament, it is not showing that the Messiah is Yahweh the Father. It is not showing that Yeshua and Yahweh are the same being. Psalm 16, talking about the resurrection of the Mashiach. Psalm 16 and verse 10, just one scripture. I'll read it to you. Psalm 16 and verse 10, it says, this is the Messiah now talking to Yahweh the Father. For you will not leave my soul in Sheol. You will not give your Holy One to see corruption. You will make me know the way of life. In your presence and fullness of joys, at your right hand are pleasures forever. You will not leave my soul in Sheol. Very clearly, the Messiah is saying that Yahweh is going to raise him from the dead. So if Yeshua and Yahweh were the same being, did he really die? And if he died, who raised him up? Clearly they're not. Yeshua died. He was put in the grave 3 days and 3 nights. The Father raised him, as the scripture says, did not leave his soul to see corruption. John 17. Go to another scripture starting in verse 3. John 17 and verse 3. To me, one of the most powerful scriptures clearly showing a pre-existence. It says, and this is everlasting life, that you may know, that they may know you, the Elohim of truth, and Yeshua Messiah, whom you have sent. So two different beings, clearly. That you may know the Elohim of truth, the Father, and Yeshua Messiah, whom you sent. I have glorified you on the earth. I finished the work that you gave me to do. And now, Father, glorify me with yourself, with the glory which I had with you before the existence of the world. Clearly they were both there. I revealed your name to the men whom you gave me out of the world. They were yours, and you gave them to me, and they have kept your word. So clearly, glorify me with yourself, with the glory which I had with you before the existence of the world. Did Yeshua pre-exist? Absolutely. Absolutely. John 8. John 8. Verse 39. They answered and said to him, Abraham is our father. Yahshua said to them, if you were children of Abraham, you would do the works of Abraham. But now you seek to kill me, a man who has spoken the truth to you, which I heard alongside of Yahweh. Abraham did not do this. He heard the truth alongside of Yahweh. Not the same being, but he was next to Yahweh when he heard it. John 8 in verse 15. Going back a few verses. John 8 in verse 15. You judge according to flesh, I judge no one. But even if I judge, my judgment is true, because I am not alone, but I and the Father who sent me. And in the Torah it has been written that the witness of two men is true. I am the one witnessing concerning myself, and he who sent me, the Father, witnesses concerning me. So very clearly, like I said, everything's got to go back to the Torah, because the Torah is the unbroken word of Yahweh. And the Torah clearly says it has to be in the mouth of two witnesses. And Yahshua is clearly saying, I am one witness, my Father is the other witness. They are not the same being. They are not the same being. Two witnesses, one is the Father, one is the Son. Isaiah 44 and verse 6. Isaiah 44 and verse 6. It says, so says Yahweh, the King of Israel, and his Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts. Clearly showing two Yahwehs. So says Yahweh, the King of Israel, and his Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts. I am the first and I am the last. There is no Elohim except me. So again, showing clearly the separateness of the Father and the Son and two Elohims, which I'd like